This is server virtualization. In types of virtualization, server virtualization, network, desktop, application, storage, user state, presentation, and there is other type of virtualizations also there. Container virtualization. Container virtualization means Docker virtualization is also there. Okay, that is a new virtualization, Docker virtualization, container virtualization. Okay. Out of all, for the first thing is we have to discuss about a server virtualization. The server virtualization enable multiple operating systems to run on a single physical machine as highly efficient virtual machines. As we seen earlier, this is a single physical machine. It runs only one operating system and applications on it and user settings data. This is single machine entity. This is also a single physical machine, but contains multiple virtual machines. Each machine you can install operating systems and run applications inside, right? So this is what we discussed earlier. Okay, now we go to this server virtualization. As a statement is given, what is the server virtualization? Also, we'll take it. Where it is. Okay, server virtualization enable multiple operating system to run on a single physical server. So in a single physical server, you can run multiple operating system inside a virtual machines. So that's it, right? What are the benefits of this server virtualization? Greater IT efficiency, reduce operating system costs, like you don't need to buy multiple servers here. Faster workload deployment, increase application performance, higher server availability, and eliminate server sprawl and complexity. Yeah, guys, first things will go like this. So we'll see. Look at here this diagram. Okay, this is traditional architecture, virtual architecture. Traditional architecture, as I given the picture earlier, it's a single computer, and we install operating system, we install an applications, and we are using. This is traditional one. Now virtualization related. What is virtualization? You have a server. You have a same server only, no difference. Server is same, but we install an application is like a we instead of operating system, we put a virtualization layers, means hypervisor. We install a hypervisor, and on hypervisor we created a virtual machines. Inside a virtual machines OS, inside a virtual machine on OS applications. It's a single server, single operating system, and applications we are running. Means one type of application one time only, not multiple times. It means I use MS Word. I can't use another MS Microsoft versions or same versions in a same instance, in a different instance. I can't run like that. So, okay, it's both are mixing into one only. Okay, so but here it is. We have a hardware, same server only. Instead of operating system, I installed a hypervisor layer, means virtualization platform. On that platform, we create a virtual machines. Inside a virtual machine, we install operating system. We install a operating system, and on top of operating system, we run a application. So like that, we can run multiple applications in like different operating systems on your single physical machine. It is very easy to explain like this. So server virtualization create and run multiple computers, operating system on a single computer. Host server shares resources with all virtual machines. Okay, so host server means your physical machine. Okay, hosted on a Hyper-V. This is copied from Hyper-V now, so that's why it is showing like that. Allow you to detach computer hosting a service or a role from the hardware on its run. Almost all workloads run on virtual machines. Use server virtualization to reduce the number of physically deployed servers and optimize utilization. So what is the advantage of another advantage of server virtualization? We can reduce physically deployed virtualization. I think a lot of people like this kind of stuff. Even I don't like that one. Yeah, this is final point. Hypervisor. Don't worry, I created this PPT. That's why I'm copying pasting. What is this hypervisor? Hypervisor is a virtualization platform. It virtualizes your hardware resources. You can create and run virtual machines on hypervisor. So there is a different type of hypervisors also there. So we'll discuss that one, but understand. So first, server virtualization related hypervisors. Okay. Server virtualization purpose. What are the hypervisors are there? This is for server. Okay. Direct server thing. Okay. So I'm not writing here. First of all, guys, this is server virtualization purpose. First one is it is a server virtualization purpose. Second is like operating system, like a operating system. To install like an operating system means directly into physical machine or a physical hardware. Runs on physical hardware. Visors runs on directly physical hardwares like a operating system. Okay. It is hypervisor kernel is there. It is a kind of OS, right? So then it is hypervisor kernel. Okay. Basic user interface only. Very basic user interface only it will provide. It is a core kind of stuff. Core kind of stuff. I am telling something. You don't know anything. Just shut up. Okay. You know, when our mind is telling something like my method is, people think my method is wrong, but I'm never satisfied with other methods, like explaining from the PPT. They don't know. Okay, guys, this is up to here point. I will explain myself in my way of point. Okay, look at here, guys. I have a server. First of all, I will tell a basic benefit of virtualization kind of stuff. We'll see. Guys, I taken a server. You know, there is a processor called like Xeon processor. Xeon processor from Intel used for a server motherboards. You know the cost of Xeon motherboard is very costly. Is compared to our processors, the cost of Xeon processor is costly. Depends upon the version model also there. Okay, it's a very old i3 processor. Xeon Hexa core processor something we have to check the date years. This is also some very old processor. It's a Xeon processor, but very old processor. See it is 1156 means very old processor. So built in Malaysia. Malay means Malaysia. This is the model. 8 MB cache is there. Number of cores not written here. We'll see that one. 4 core 4 threads. It is means it is like a i3 processor only. Okay. So this is 20 MB cache memory. This model is 20 MB cache memory. More product details. So clock speed DDR4. Yeah, this is the latest version, but cost is not given. No. 2016 version. June 2016 version. Okay, this is 10,000 rupees. We'll see. 6 core processor. 15 MB cache memory. 2.1 gigahertz, but some GT something it is showing. 6 core processor. It is 2014 model it is showing. So we don't know exact correct information or not also, but this is like a processor, Xeon processors, 35,000 rupees. Okay, so this is just basically a server processor. And if you want to go for a server, like a just a basic server, like a tower server, you take a basic tower server. Okay, you want to buy a tower server, then there is companies are there, HP, Dell, Lenovo, like this, Amazon. Recently, I found a server kind of stuff from here. You'll find like this. This is good. See, this is a tower server, 1,30,000 rupees. A tower server. These are a rack servers. These are the rack servers. This is a tower server again. Okay, this is also a tower server. It is 48,000 kind of stuff. So it is second-hand HP, some storage bay kind of like a racks only. Okay, it is also HP server. So it is Dell powered. This is a site Eagle kind of stuff. You can see basic model. Basic model. We are getting Xeon Bronze 3204. Second generation 6 core processor, 16 GB RAM, open bay. It is 1,79,500 rupees. You want more processor, means it's a single processor on motherboard. You can add multiple processors. Okay, so each processor cost it is charging 47,000. 8 GB RAM, 16 GB RAM, 32 GB RAM, hard disk. Okay, DVDs, operating systems, 2016 standard edition, 2019 standard edition, essentials. So it is standard edition cost 75,000 rupees, operating system cost. 240 SSD cost, 960 GB SSD cost. And also other things. You can see what are the configuration. 16 GB RAM, okay, 6 core processor, Okay, no DVD writer. One power supply unit is coming. No keyboard, no mouse, no monitor, no operating systems. Okay, 3S. Next business day on site Dell kind of stuff, but really we don't know. Free shipping, free installation is also there. So only one, this is the cost. Okay, only one, this is the cost. So like you put a cost, then you will get a add to cart. Okay, so this is also a tower desktop, it is not tower server. i3 processor, 4 core 8 thread 6 MB. So it is cache memory. Check the cache memory wise also. Windows 10 Pro, 8 GB RAM, 1 terabyte of hard disk. Okay, so this is upgradations are there, so we don't go for it. This is a tower server, guys. Like this, these are so many other servers, including tower servers. Okay, what we can say, rack servers, blade servers, also there. Okay, this is the guy is inserting, that is a blade server. So this is from Amazon tower PCs, but EMC means it's a server only. Mostly it is Power Edge T10. So you have to check whether it is server or not. Tower server, Intel quad core Xenon E processor, 16 GB RAM, 1 terabyte of hard disk. Okay, so 58,000 rupees. Okay, it's a server purpose only, not gaming purpose. Okay, but you can check the how much cache memory and all also you can try. So this is 32 GB, this is 8 GB RAM, this is 16 GB RAM. So okay, so the whole point is, guys, why I'm showing these servers. First point I told cost wise also I will explain, then I will go to server virtualization. So first point is, in generally when you buy a hardware, use it for a single kind of service, right? One service, two services, maximum 10% to 20% of utilization of your server is there. One single server utilization is 10 to 20% of total utilization. So see, go to the task manager, you can see this total utilization 16%, 17%, 18%. Okay, of course, this will be vary. So if I open another some application, or sometimes suddenly it will take more space, 30%, 50%, 100% like that. So memory is also good. It is showing memory 5.7 GB is available. Very good now. So because 12 GB out of 12 GB, already 6 GB is used. Okay, but see it is increasing, decreasing like that. But more powerful processor instead of i5, if I am using i7, if I am using maybe a 10 core processor, 8 core processor, so what is the utilization? Very less. More powerful processor will take less utilization. With that one we can do it, right? Same button I put it on i3, more button. You can utilize the maximum utilization is very high is 80%. Very high is 80%. Don't utilize your computer more than 85%. Don't beyond, don't cross 85%. Don't cross 80. Okay. Sometimes it will go to 85%, but don't try to cross 85%. So you have to utilize. You have to increase the utilization, guys. It is a return on cost. For example, you manufacture some food item. You make a food item. You are selling. So you will get money. That is called your investment on your cooking. You are selling. So then you are getting money. You buy a bike. You travel on a bike. Okay, instead of purchasing a bus ticket or a taxi or auto, you have your own personal vehicle. So anytime you can go out, right? And you can save the money on expenditure on a car or a means cab or a auto or a bus ticket, right? Also, that is also we can save some money. So that is another point. Utilization. So you have a random utilities there. So you are keep utilizing your bike based on utilization. It is a return on investment. So what about your mobile phone? What about your laptop? What about your computers? What about your servers? You are utilize up to the maximum level, then it will give us return on investment. Okay, you purchase a bike and no one is using that one. No one is using your bike. Okay, you weekly once you see your bike, you go to the next street and come back, like it is happening in my hometown. Okay. So it's here like we have a one scooter, like we go to the next street and we'll come back weekly once. So like utilization, utilize the resources. So what is going on? Utilize, increase the utilization. So otherwise what happen? After a few days, cost is reduced, right? Unnecessary investment. So next, we think only one, but as per requirement, we have to purchase multiple servers. Either it is a tower server, blade server, whatever it is. This is 10%, this is 15%, this is 20%, this is another 15% utilization only. So what happened? You purchase a product with a very high cost, but utilization is very less. Okay, how to utilize more? How to utilize is up to the mark is solution is virtualization. So we create virtual machines in the server. Inside a virtual machines, you can install operating system. You can install operating system. Okay, so you install a operating system in your server. In virtual machines, install application or services. For example, I want to make this one as a web server. One web server is created. I want to make this one also web server. This is FTP server. This is some NTP server. So what happened? In one single machine, I made a 4 virtual machines, 4 servers. I got it. Okay. So that is a advantage. Earlier we discussed the advantage of virtualization is cost reduction. How cost reduction? How cost reduction? Because by utilizing your resources in proper manner. So we create a virtual machines. Inside we install operating system and the services and applications, and we made that one as a server. So we can able to access the different servers from single machine only. Okay, we are getting a different type of services or a different services from different machines, different servers from single physical machine. So that's why we can able to the utilization of physical resources increases, space reduces, power consumption is reduces, okay. Maintenance is very easy because virtual machines are not binding to physical resources. You can transfer the virtual machines from one location to another location. That is another benefit. What is another benefit of this virtualization is you can transfer one virtual machine from one physical machine to another physical machine. Okay, we can easily transfer one physical machine to another one. For example, this is V1, V2, V3, V4. Now this virtual machine number 2 is transferred. Just move. I move my virtual machine from one location to another location. It just I moved it. Okay. This is also called as live migration. Okay. So for example, I'm the client. I'm accessing the website from here. I'm the client. I'm accessing website from here. I never feel web server is down because when web server is running, I transfer this virtual machine from one machine to another place. Okay. Now I'm getting web services from here. Okay. Earlier is here. Now it is here because it is transferred from there to here. You are getting from here only. Okay. So this is another advantage because the virtual machine is not binded to your physical machine. We can easily move from one physical machine to another machine. So earlier we read the statements here about a virtualization. Okay, it is saying host. Guys, host means physical machine. In this terminology, host means physical machine. Guest means virtual machine. Okay, guest means virtual machines. OS, if in case OS running in host machine is a host OS. OS running in a virtual machine is a guest OS. Okay. Okay, we have to add that point here. I will add this point here. Physical machine called as host. Virtual machine we call it as a guest. Okay. Physical machine, host machine, guest. Okay. OS in physical machine, if in case physical machine called a host OS. Okay. OS in virtual machine guest OS. Okay. So that is keep in mind. Keep it distinction also in mind. Okay, guys, this is about one point. There's few points about your server virtualization. First benefit is of server management is so better utilize the resources. Capital investment will be reduced. operating management will be reduced by creating virtual machines in the single physical machines. Okay, this is first point. So like I'm trying to explain what I have written here. The meaning is I'm trying. Okay. Okay. So what is this hypervisor and all? See. No, actually, yeah, it is lot of time. It is already 1:15. Okay. No problem. So how we can able to create a virtual machine? Just I will give one small 2-3 points here. Then we'll take a break, and after break means after lunch, I will explain what is Hyper-V, server virtualization, what are the names, everything I will explain. Okay. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay. I said server OS or whatever it is. Guys, to create a virtual machines, we need a platform. Nowadays, compulsory we need a platform because virtual machines can be 32-bit or a 64-bit. The virtual machines can be 32-bit or 64-bit. Exactly say virtual hardware we are providing. Like I want to create a Windows XP. Windows XP 32-bit. I want to install Windows XP. Like yesterday we installed 2003 server. Not installed, we've seen 2003 server. It is a 32-bit. By my physical machine is 64-bit. Physical machine is 64-bit. I want to create a 32-bit. So I created, so 2003 server, 32-bit. I created a virtual machine. So the hardware, virtual hardware will create for 32-bit. 64-bit, 32-bit, like that we can able to create it. So I installed 32-bit OS in 32-bit virtual machine. 32-bit OS in a 32-bit virtual machines. Then we installed 2019 server. 2019 server. It is a 64-bit. Windows 10 64-bit. CentOS 7 64-bit. We create a virtual machine 64-bit. We install 64-bit OS. So how can we do it? Because of my physical machine is 64-bit. Virtualization, Intel virtualization technology is enabled. We know how to enable it. Okay, so we enable the technology. So the processor having a virtualization technology 64-bit. So then we can able to create virtual machines in your physical machine, both 32-bit and as well as a 64-bit. I have a 32-bit machine, physical machine, 32-bit. Barely I can able to create. Not always it won't support, but earlier days we create 32-bit virtual machines and we install 32-bit OS inside. 32-bit physical machine, 32-bit virtual machine, 32-bit operating system in the virtual machines. That is only normal 32-bit kind of normal desktop virtualization, type 2 virtualization. Earlier we used like that one. Nowadays we have an operating system 6432. So compulsory we need a virtual machine 32-bit, 64-bit and voice we should install. For that one, your physical machine also must be 64-bit. Virtualization technology must be enabled in the hardware level. So that is like this. You must go to the BIOS settings, find out where the virtualization technology is there, enable it. So then only we can able to install hypervisors and we can create a virtual machines. So point is 1 point already 1 point covered. Okay, so again, so I have written all these things. We'll see that one. So first of all, to create and run virtual machines 64-bit with 64-bit OS. Okay, you want to create a virtual machine 64-bit with a 64-bit operating system to create and run. Okay, need virtualization physical host must be 64-bit compulsory, and the 64-bit will give you 64-bit processor will give you 64-bit will give you one feature is there. What is that feature? Virtualization technology. Okay, 64-bit having a technology called a virtualization technology. Intel virtualization, AMD virtualization, VTX or AMD V. Okay, Intel, VTX or AMD V technologies are there. So enable these technologies, so then only we can able to create virtual machines. 64-bit and 32-bit virtual machines we can create. To create a virtual machine 64-bit and install OS 64-bit compulsory. This is requirement. Okay. How to enable this one? Enable in BIOS. Whether it is enabled or not, how to check it? Go to Task Manager. We already know, but I'm telling again to check virtualization. Enabled or not. Go to Task Manager, Performance, CPU. There you can find virtualization column in the bottom. Okay, enabled or disabled or not support. Okay, so you have to go to BIOS to enable it. Okay, so if it is enabled or not, you can use your task manager and few other things also. Okay, you can use it in through command prompt, dxdiag. Also, you can use it. Certain softwares also you can use it. The command is go to run cmd. Okay, cp info also there in Linux. We can able to see it is here also. Info. Yeah, system info.exe. So it is Hyper-V requirements. You can get it. Okay, yes. This is important. You can see from here cp info, system info.exe, my computer name, my operating system, home. Okay. What is my processor? 64-bit processor. Okay. So how much RAM I have? 12 GB RAM. Like there is a few things are there. But important is my virtualization is enabled. Then just copy these things. CMD, Windows CMD. I will clearly tell server virtualization kind of stuff. So in the section of Hyper-V requirements, make sure all are SSSSS. Meaning is virtualization technology is enabled. Next, if in case in Linux, go to like this cat /etc/ /CPU info. Okay, this is will give you our CPU, then find out the tax kind of stuff. Okay, AMD V VTX NZ, like this. There's a few virtualization supported technologies are there. I said tax, but just you can try. Okay, so this is about your virtualization technologies there are not. What is host, what is guest, what is OS, what is guest OS. Benefits of using server virtualization means you can run multiple servers in the single physical server. Okay, so that's the point I told. Okay, to create these virtual machines, compulsory your host must be 64-bit because of your virtual machines can be 32-bit or a 64-bit. Can be 32-bit or a 64-bit. And virtualization technology must be enabled. Virtualization technology must be enabled in the hardware level. So then we can able to create a virtual machines and we can run mainly 64-bit virtual machines we can run. This is the first. Second, you have to give hypervisor. You have to install. Okay, you have to install here a hypervisor. I will explain this hypervisor. This hypervisor is nothing but a platform. That's why I'm trying to write here something. Hypervisor, okay, is like a operating system. Directly we are installing to your physical machine like I've written, but I will explain again. Hypervisor is a platform. So it virtualizes your hardware. Okay, it virtualizes your hardware. Because of that one, we can able to install operating system. Sorry. Hypervisor is a platform, virtualization platform. That platform is help you to run your virtual machines or utilize your utilize hardware resources by virtual machines. What it is? Hypervisor is a platform which runs virtual machines. We can create a virtual machines, run virtual machines on the physical machine, utilize your physical resources, manage the physical resources while running. Okay, so what is a hypervisor, guys? It is a virtualization platform. You want to create a virtual machines, run the virtual machines, utilize your physical resources, virtualize your physical resources for a virtual machine. Hypervisor platform is useful. Hypervisor OS is there. Hypervisor applications also there. Okay, that we will discuss the next part. Guys, understand or totally confused? Anyone is there alive or dead? No one is saying anything. 6 members, no problem. But tell me, at least 6 members are there. Got it or confused?
Got it, sir.
Okay. My little old method is better or this reading PPT is better?
Old method.
Okay. We'll see in afternoon again. Class at 3 o'clock, guys. 3 means 3:10, 3:15. Be back. Okay. So I will start by 3:10, 3:15. I will start again. Okay. Bye bye. I'll stop recording.